Hello, Arkansas Razorback fans. Welcome to the Pig Trail Network YouTube channel. Ty Hudson, the host and creator, is present.
What is up, everyone? Come on already. Ty, struggling to stay awake over here. I'm sorry, Kelly Marie. A lot of work has to happen. I have to explain this every time I go live. Hang on, do we have the right? Let's make sure we got the right. These microphones have been acting funny. Hang on, let's make sure we're doing the right. There we go. All right. During his screen, I wonder if Ty is like hyping himself up. I don't know why that was so funny. You just see me, I'm like, all right, it's me against the world. Getting psyched up, taking a shot. That's not what's going on. No, what I'm doing, I'm like copy and pasting the links. I'm getting stuff put out on social media. I'm trying to pull up the last bit of information that I usually should already have up and ready to go. That's what I do. And then also try to get caught up on some news, getting some interesting information right as we speak. I hope it's not true. Okay, I thought it was a decommitment. Never mind. Thought it was a decommitment. It's not. Okay. All right. Well, I hope you guys have had a wonderful week so far. Welcome to 2020. It's the first Flamingo Friday of 2020. You bet your ass I wore the shirt. Very much looking forward to destroying Texas A&M tomorrow. You and I both, Kelly. Ty's been replaced by Randy Macho Man Savage.
Oh yeah, brother.
Ty, have you heard? Question mark? I don't know, James. I feel a burn coming on, though. You gonna burn me? Slapping myself in the face. Ja, ja. Which pitcher is it that does that for Arkansas in the bullpen? When they call him up, he slaps himself in the face. Which one is it? Hey, I made it here for the beginning. Congratulations, Chris Johnson. Welcome. Chandler Morris to OU. Yep, that happened. I told you guys he's got legit offers on the table. I don't know how many people told me I was crazy. No, he got his offer from Arkansas. Those other offers were just on the table, kind of out of respect for his dad sort of stuff. Not the case. He had legitimate committable offers from Clemson, Oklahoma, couple of the Texas schools, obviously Arkansas. He's got, look, I know his height, his size is something people want to hold against him, but look, Kyler Murray wasn't much bigger. I mean, what was Kyler out of high school? How big was he under that coach, under that offense? Sorry, yeah, my hair's crazy. Cronin, that's right. That's right. Let me put my glasses on. Did I show you guys this? Check that out. So I kind of thought my wife was half kidding about the whole putting the name on the glasses thing. And we ordered these. I forget the name of the site. And I was like, I lose shit all the time. Yes, put my name on the glasses. In all honesty, I didn't even think to have it put on the inside. Zinni, that's who it is. Zinni, it's on the inside there. But I really didn't. I just kind of haphazardly was like, yeah, whatever, put my name there. It sounds hilarious. And it's on the outside right there. It says Ty Hudson. My first time here. Very cool. What's going on, Will Mendenhall? I went to high school with some Mendenhalls. OU has a 5-star decommit. Yeah, they had a quarterback decommit. He is not interested in Arkansas. Yes, he had an offer from Arkansas. But I think something people have to understand, sometimes you throw the offer out there as a JIC. If maybe the school that player, let's take that quarterback. His name continues to escape my mind, but he's a 5-star quarterback. He's like the top 3. I think he's a top 3 pocket passing quarterback in the 2021 class. Let's use him as an example. Chad Morris threw him an offer, as a JIC in case Oklahoma goes another direction, or maybe he starts to dip a little bit in his recruiting rankings and other schools for whatever reason start to back off. Oop, look who's there. Arkansas offered you early on. So that's everywhere. There's a reason why you go back and look at all the top players. Chad wasn't the only one that did this. Brett Bielema did it. Bobby Petrino did it. Houston Nutt did it. It's just a normal practice. So that's why he has that Arkansas offer. Someone help me out with that kid's name. Inhaler bitch slap. That's right. That's what it is with Cronin. Yeah. Someone help me out with that kid's name. I can't. It just escapes my mind for whatever reason. But he's not. I highly doubt Arkansas. From what I understand, Clemson and Georgia are on his short list. How about Eric Sullivan getting fired? Oh my God! Did you guys see that video? Is that what you were talking about, James? James Rice, if you're still in chat, is that what you were talking about? Yeah, that was crazy. Why would you mess your career up for $400? You're that hard up for cash? I wonder, what's the thing? Oh, what's her name? Was it Winona Ryder that was accused of being is it kleptomaniac? God, I hope that's not some sort of sexual fetish. But I think it's kleptomaniacs, right? Like they just can't help. I knew a guy. I worked with a guy that was like that. I'd never seen anything like it before in my life. We had to bounce. Well, I don't want to give too much away, but what we did involved us going around and talking with people, and he would just do stuff that was really bizarre. Would just take stuff off the shelves. I've never seen anything like it. Sullivan is a moron. $400. Kelly, everything you write goes into restricted. I have to clear everything you say. You got a potty mouth on you. You forgot to say earmuffs, Ty. My 4-year-old daughter is in the car. How dare you, sir? My bad, Alex. My bad. So much has happened. How about 2020 getting off to this very crazy start? You got America overseas bombing the shit out of a Iranian general or whatever. 2020 is starting off with a bang, literally. How about that? It's all over Twitter. Yeah, it's kleptomaniac. Yeah. Wasn't it Winona Ryder that was accused of that? Like she, way back in the 90s, she supposedly, I don't want to slur somebody's name. Damn, I don't have Twitter. You got to get on Twitter. That's where it's at. Damn it, just remembered it's Friday. It is Friday. Why is that a bad thing? We got Flamingo Friday going on, huh? How about that? Is it Vandergraaf? Yeah, that's his name. It's a funny, that's why it's not sticking. It's a weird last name. Sorry, Ty, at least YouTube gives you earmuffs. I'm in a pretty good mood. I'm excited. Arkansas beats Indiana on the road. They should be favored by like 40 against A&M. I'm going to tell you, though, there's something about teams like A&M that you look at on paper and you're like, yeah, Arkansas should wipe the floor with these guys. Something tells me they're going to come in here with a chip on their shoulder and they're going to give Arkansas a fight. I hope not. I want Arkansas to slaughter them. I don't know how many times I've had to clear your comments in here, people. I've had to manually come in here, and I do need a moderator. I might have to actually do that. Some of you are like, yeah, where you been on that, Ty? Red Wolves, hey, Ty, what's up, man? Can Connor Vanover get an override or waiver for the spring semester? Yes. Supposedly, he is eligible for that. If he could get cleared, could you imagine? Could you imagine what that does? You can't coach size. You can't coach 7'3". You can't coach that. Arkansas is in desperate need of help inside with that size. We know he stretches the court. He's not a physical being. He's not someone you're going to rely on to be aggressive down in the paint. I get that. He's more of a shooter than he is anything, but you can't coach size. Should Arkansas place top 3 in the SEC tournament? I don't know. Right now, why not? Moorhead fired. Yep, Moorhead was indeed fired. I think it was interesting. Someone on Twitter had compared him and Coach Brett Bielema was comparing their first 2 seasons and was like, look at the difference. Moorhead won more games, yet he was fired. Completely different scenario there. Brett Bielema was given an extension because he had some impressive wins, got them to a bowl game, and was considered at the time ahead of where he should have been. That's why he got the extension. It's a little bit different. Mississippi State, I guess he didn't have control of that locker room either. Easy, Tyler. You'll get earmuffed by YouTube. It's already happened. I don't know how many videos I've had copywritten too. Hey, Ty, what are your thoughts on the new commitment from a couple hours ago? So the safety, that's what I wanted to we'll start there. Oh, yeah, I didn't do my intro. That's right. Surprised someone didn't remind me this week. You ready? Hang on. Let's do this. All right. All right, gotta psych myself up. It's just one? I was only supposed to do that once? Logan, my producer in my imaginary studio, I was only supposed to do that once, not like 6 times? Oh, crap. Okay, well, let's just roll it. Okay. Yo, what's going on, everybody? Welcome to the Pig Trail Network YouTube live show. I'm, of course, its creator and owner, Ty Hudson. Hope you've had a great week. Remember to like, comment, share the content that you just watched. Don't forget to tap the links down below in the notification box. I'd really appreciate that. Or the description box, rather. I'm already messing this up. You'd think I'd been drinking, but I swear I haven't. Yeah. So, starting off with recruiting. How about that safety? I know some people, they get obsessed with the stars. He's only got 3 stars next to his name. 6 foot, about 175, 180 pounds, legitimate 4.4 speed. He has a knack for being where the ball's supposed to be. He has a knack for being there. I've watched a little bit of film. I knew they offered him. I knew they were interested. I was able to talk to one person about him and said that he felt like had he camped a little bit more, probably would have been close to the level of recruitment like a Jalen Catalon. Catalon, of course, a 2-sport guy. A star in 2 sports, and is a pure athlete. We need to keep an eye on Jalen Catalon in 2020, but they believe that his recruitment should have been close to that level. In other words, should have probably had another star next to his name. 4.4 speed, guys. That's laser time. Plays in Louisiana. It's hard to doubt them Louisiana boys, right? It's hard to, man. You know, you've got some on this roster. We've seen what they can do. Even and I don't want to call them. I don't want to be harsh and call them. Well, Arkansas's had guys in the past that weren't highly recruited, that came out of New Orleans, that came out of the state of Louisiana, and do terrific things here. 2 3-year starters, sent a couple of them to the pros in the last 10, 12 years. So you don't ever doubt them Louisiana boys now. It's just too bad LSU happens to be in their state. Are you guys rooting for LSU? I think we talked about this on the last one. Is he a safety or a corner? He's a safety. He's a 3-star safety. Mountain Visions. Boot Hogs always get it done. They do, I'm telling you guys. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages, Razorback basketball is disrespect from the peeps at ESPN. Didn't make top 25. Well, they didn't make AP top 25. Tyzilla proudly brings to you. Did you see the praise from Calipari out of the blue? I talked about that on I think it was either the Hog Talk podcast or the Pig Trail pod. I can't remember. Calipari's big on Musselman, as he should be. I will never be angry in a 3-star. You'd be surprised. Not angry, just people that don't have faith in these kids, right? They just think they only are what their stars say they are, and that's not true. Jamal Anderson is a really good. There's been so many examples of guys that were rated so low. But I do like this kid. I like him a lot. Fast. Nothing like having a speedy safety. Although, I can't remember the last, truly speedy safety Arkansas had. Maybe Jericho Nelson. Was it Rudell Krim? They bounced back and forth between safety and corner. And who was you had Anthony Leon, who was just big, and they put him at linebacker eventually. They've had some physical specimens at the safety spot, and then you've had your speedsters off and on. This guy's definitely a speedster, and it helps too because that's now 2 safeties in this class. The other one highly rated, top 200 player, and this kid kind of under the radar. Hey Ty, were you surprised by the Hogs? Let's see, that the Hogs were ranked after beating Indiana? Weren't ranked. I see what you're saying. Weren't ranked. Yeah, I was, Tim. I was definitely surprised. Do you think Tua will stay at Bama or go pro? Announcements this Monday. Levi Schneider wants to know. I think he goes. I really do. Trey Flowers was a 2-star. Yeah, Trey Flowers was not highly recruited. Did Chandler Morris end up going to OU? Yes, he did. Talked about that a second ago. Let's see, but we are number 24 in the net rankings, which is what the tournament committee uses. Tournament committee's kind of flip-flopped, right? Over the last, they don't necessarily go by SOS or RPI anymore. They go by, I don't know. Tremaine Thomas was very good. Tremaine Thomas was good, and he was fast. I remember him. Russell Wilson was a 2-star. Good example. He was lowly. Well, who was it? It was NC State, right, where he committed and played for like a couple of years and transferred to Wisconsin. Is everyone? Oh God, don't tell me we're buffering. Kelly, don't scare me like that. Don't scare me like that. I swear, I'm reading good over here. I was for a second. No buffers, just troll. Toll. My bad, Toll. We may have to cut it. You're scaring me. I may have to go to 30 minutes tonight, Kelly. I do have dinner waiting on me at a friend's house, so I can't go the full hour tonight. Are basketball ticket prices higher this year than last year? I think so. I believe they are, actually. And I know the A&M, I think all the SEC games through the month of January are supposedly sold out? Did I hear that right? I think Sam Pittman should recruit for football players like basketball or like crazy. Okay, I don't know why I read basketball. For football players like crazy in Memphis, Tennessee. He should. I think that they will. Randy Kelly was an all right safety. Boy, you're mentioning some names I haven't thought of in a while. Are you going to the basketball game tomorrow? No, probably not. There's a tailgate. I wanted to tell you guys about this. Over in Lot, I'm going to have to go find it. We retweeted it. Kelly Marie out here retweeting stuff. Douglas, Michael Douglas, right? Or is it Matt Douglas? Michael. But there's a tailgate in one of these dadgum lots. We need to. I'm gonna find it. Hang on, while we're here, while I haven't been disconnected yet. We posted on Facebook. I did. It was me about the Big 12. 1-5 in bowl records. It's astounding to me that Arkansas fans stick up for them. I don't get it. Yes, Arkansas is terrible at football, just like Big 12 football is as a conference. Maybe not as bad. Maybe they're not as bad as Arkansas, but they're terrible. Guys, they're awful. Charlie Lofton on Twitter. After consulting with the boys, we have decided to keep the official Razorback basketball tailgate in lot 73. Free parking. Ooh, free parking lot so the tailgate in lot 73, free parking lot so the tailgate for everyone. I think Charlie might have started on the sauce a little early. We are starting at 3. Please stop by. Wow, that's early. Hey, if you guys want to go, lot 73 if you're going tomorrow. We retweeted it. I'll retweet it here. So I don't know if you plan on stopping by. Yeah, look at that. You guys are already hitting it up. Look at that. Lot 73. Alex already over it. Mark Douglas. I knew that. I don't know why. I'm telling you, man. My brain is. So Porter and I went to the game last night to the Ladybacks. You know, we had our awesome media passes. And if you notice, my lanyard, I don't have any lanyards. I think I talked about this before. It's a Rainbow Six lanyard. Yeah, I know. Grow up, Ty. I post a tribute to the legend Stan Lee, and I got people in chat telling me to grow up. I am 36 going on 15. But we were at the game really late last night. By the time I got home, and we had to wrap up recording, and we did the recording in Discord. We actually did the whole thing in Discord. It's not the whole thing. The interview with Porter we did, and he was on his way home, and so you can hear some background noise. That's him driving home, but it was pretty cool. But I didn't go to bed. I wasn't finished, with the editing and getting everything, tightening everything up, adding the music, cutting the music up, fading the music out, and everything. I didn't get done with that until like 12:30. I was so tired, and I'm running on very little sleep. Atwater Hall of Fame, he did, indeed. He did. Mark, I appreciate that retweet. Kelly Marie, you too. All Saturday home games are sold out. Listen to that. That's crazy. Thank you, Jacob. Arkansas gets no love. Afraid how far the girls will fall after last night, even though, well, I don't know they'll fall too much because Texas A&M is good. I think they're favored top 2 in the conference. They're good. They're huge. We got to walk down. Of course, you got to walk down from the little media corner there, tucked away. It's all covered in like black. You can see the black drapes over the tables. So you have to walk down and across the court, or not across the court, but by the court side. So I'm walking and I see some of them practice, and I swear, look, I don't know, 6'2.5", somewhere in there. I'm a pretty big guy. Okay, these girls, it was like, they were huge. A&M is big. Comparatively to Arkansas, they're so much bigger inside. Just like Arkansas's problem. A lot of size issues down low, down in the paint. Hopefully, with their next signing class, they'll get that solved. But yeah, it was a fun night. Porter and I had a blast. We always do. Arkansas gets no love. Afraid how. Oh, I already read that. My bad. Let's see. Today's episode was great, except you need to tell Logan to stay out of it next time. Logan, my executive producer. You can't see him. He's behind the screen. He's in the other room. He's in my he's in the studio room back there. The producer's room. All right, official visits. We'll get to that really quick. Got a lot of them. There's so much going on. Yeah, Brock Vandegrift is that kid, by the way. Pro style, 6'3", 199-pound, former Oklahoma commit. So I had this forwarded to me. This is big time. Savion Williams. You guys remember him? That big 6'2", 6'3". Oh, no, he's bigger than that, isn't he? He's 6'4". 6'4 and a half. Has he grown? I swear to God, I don't remember him being that big. 6'4 and a half, 205 pounds. He's got some okay offers. Baylor, as far as I know, I had heard he had a committable offer from Baylor, SMU. Rhett Lashley, by the way, did you guys hear that? He's going to Miami. He's going to be the OC for the same position at Miami. It seems like that's become kind of a, I don't know, Miami, it's just a weird job. I don't know. But he has committable offers from Kansas State, Illinois, Indiana, Mizzou, Ole Miss, TCU. I mean, it's a pretty interesting list. Washington State was in on him pretty good, but right now he had, he'd backed off Arkansas's recruitment, and SMU had kind of come up front. But he's going to be in town. I believe it's January 17th through the 19th. They're expected, I believe it's 14 that weekend, 14 total prospects. I'm not going to go over every one of them. Jashad Stewart, who's already committed, Catrell Wallace, who's committed and signed. Both those guys are. Brennan Scott is expected that's the linebacker, 3-star linebacker out of Dallas. Alan Horace, another former Arkansas commit, he's expected to be there that weekend. That's a good one, but the most important weekend, and I've heard there's an update on this, but the most important weekend is January 24th through the 26th. You're going to have Malik Hornsby, who, by the way, he's at the All-American the bowl or whatever, the All-American game. He's down there and is already getting some praise, some high praise. But he's Malik Hornsby, 4-star dual threat quarterback out of Missouri City. He'll be in town January 24th. Brandon Frazier, another must-get. I think you got to sign both those tight ends, both him, Horace, and Frazier. And then Jalen St. John, this kid's recruiting. I guess he's getting more and more attention. Florida State, Mississippi State are in on him big time. Arkansas is all over him. He's out of Trinity Catholic in St. Louis. Didn't they sign who? Did they sign someone a little while back out of Trinity Catholic? I'm gonna have to look that up. But anyways, yeah, Florida State wants him. Auburn has a committable offer. Missouri has interest. He's got an official visit coming up for Arkansas January 24th, but then the following weekend he's got one on January 31st. I'd heard he had actually changed his OV, that he might actually come sooner. I'll try to keep an eye on that as best I can. And then the last week of January, you've got some guys. Andy Boykin, defensive lineman. Travis Marsh, that kid out of Miami, Florida. A lot of people are big on him. They think he's kind of a KJ Jefferson clone, 6'4". He's got that size, 6'4", 200, dual threat kid. Well, he's regarded as a pro style, but I've heard he's actually pretty athletic out of the pocket. Right now he's regarded as a pro style, but apparently he's pretty athletic out of the pocket. I don't know. I haven't watched any film on him, so just take that with a grain of salt. He's got an interesting bio. Shuttle time's a 4.59, but he's got a almost 32-inch vertical. That's a versatile quarterback right there. Pretty slightly above average vertical for a quarterback, but he's rated as a top 40 pro-style quarterback. I think another recruiting service has him as a dual threat, but I don't know. They probably run something more conservative offense, so he probably doesn't have to escape the pocket a whole lot. But you've also got Kevin Compton, athlete out of Watson Chapel. I think he's a two-sport guy. I thought he was the two-sport kid who wanted to play basketball and football. Maybe I'm wrong. Yeah, his bio, they're talking about his wingspan. So I don't know. But, yeah, he's about 6'2", 6'3", 175 pounds. Interesting month. January's huge. And then the other one, the big, to me, in this entire, of all these visitors, yeah, Jalen St. John, the quarterbacks are huge, it's important, but Robert Scott is someone, 6'6", 295 pounds. His recruiting kind of already blew up. He had committable offers from a lot of schools, including Mississippi State, Nebraska, TCU. He's currently committed to Ole Miss. Arkansas is in on him. Dustin Fry had already offered him. Mark Smith and Dustin Fry were recruiting him. But you got to flip him, and I think that's a big one. That's a big one. There's no official visit set just yet, but it's rumored that he could be here in the end of January. So dead period will end soon, and then that following weekend you can have official visitors. Good Lord, I've got like 30 tabs opened up here. Oh, my goodness. All right. Okay. Man, still no notifications. I don't know what's up with that, Tim. I'm sorry. I say this every single live show. You just tap the notification bell. I don't know. Ty, have you seen the movie? Oh, yeah, the Brandon Burlsworth movie. I haven't seen it yet. Watched it last night on Hulu. It was a good movie. I've heard Brandon Burlsworth, a legend in Arkansas. Not just Arkansas football, college football. He's a legend. I've heard the movie, though, if you're a purist, a college football purist, you might be a little like, But it's a good movie about that kid's life. I remember all that when I was in high school. No, I think I was in 10th grade when he was killed in that car accident. But he was, golly, how old was I? When did that happen? 90? Was that 90? It was late 90s, right? I can't remember. But I remember that being, that was unbelievable. That was unbelievable. And the Colts went above and beyond, too, for their family, from what I understand. Like, they had this ceremony for him and everything. Jalen is coming on the 17th now. Okay. Malik Hornsby will be one of the fastest players on the team if he signs here. That quarterback has a bunch of speed. I've heard some really good stuff about him. He is rated higher, by the way, than Jacoby Criswell, according to 24/7 Sports. Got a notification for the first time in a long time. Typically, if I go live at 6, the notifications, they don't all go out, but more of you get them. I don't know. Ty, you should take Eric Sullivan's place. I don't know. I don't know much. I know he's down at the Buzz in Little Rock. I don't know much about the Buzz. I don't listen to them up here. I guess we just don't have access to them. But hey, all they got to do, they can email me. Hell, I'll give them my number. I'll take the job. I'll do it right here. But they don't allow swearing on the air either. So, yo, what's up, Ty? What's going on, TTV? Yo, boy, Judd. Was Houston Nutt on the movie, or was I tripping? Was he? I know he was in Blindside. That was cool. I'll admit it. He's cheesy and corny as hell. There's only one Razorback. But it's still, like, I don't know. If you're a Hog, it just gets you going, Do you think there's a chance Arkansas men's basketball go undefeated? No, not undefeated in SEC play. Auburn is the only team that no. LSU on the road, even though I have Arkansas winning that game, that's such a coin flip. You've still got to deal with Tennessee. Kentucky's going to be a tough one, although I like Arkansas's odds in that one. Yeah, Greater. Greater is the name of the movie on Brandon Burlsworth. I haven't seen it. I need to get around to seeing it. Hey, what about the old Elliott Harris Jr.? Let's see. Jason Garrett for quarterback coach. Wouldn't it be funny, though? How about Mississippi State? Their fans really think they're going to go after him. I just don't see it. Yeah, one day before my birthday. That one sucked. Oh, the stuff with Burlsworth. Yeah, that's unfortunate, man. I remember that was such a – I want to say it was either 9th or 10th grade when that happened, but it was – the whole state just felt like they all went silent. Like the whole state of Arkansas just went silent. It's just sad. Nuts pregame speeches will make anyone from Arkansas or anywhere want to run through a wall. It absolutely will. It will. I remember going into I think it was my sophomore year at Fayetteville High. Mike Adams was our coach at Fayetteville. Of course, we had the Clark brothers, and we had some pretty good talent on that team, and we were doing I think it was 7-on-7. I don't remember, but I played center, and they were like, "Well, you've got to go be on the field. You're a center." I'm like, "But I can't participate. I'm a center. What am I going to do?" And they're like, "We're going to hike the ball." Of course, I didn't do anything. I showed up and I just stood around. But Houston Nutt was walking around, and he walked by me and he just kind of nodded and he goes, "Hey, dude." And I could hear him getting into these little speeches with all these kids, and I thought, man, he really could. Like, he knows how to get you going, man. He knows how to hype you up. You just want to throw the pads on and do work for the man. Hey, Ty, was Derek LeBlanc a good pickup? So here's, okay, Kentucky defensive lineman. I'll say this. I don't know how much you want to attribute the success they had on the defensive line this year to him, but guys, according to ESPN, 39 sacks on the year. Now, he was only there for a couple of years. No, that's not right. It's not 39, is it? Hang on. Let me go back. It's 30-something, 33 sacks. 33 sacks on the year. I don't know where that ranks in the SEC because that happened right as I was getting ready to do the show, to go live. I don't know a whole lot about him. I know he was at Kentucky for a couple of years. I think he was at a non-Power 5 before Kentucky. I want to say one of the Texas schools. Was it UTSA or North? One of those schools. He was somewhere. But went to Kentucky. I saw where a couple of Kentucky fans on Twitter were not happy about him leaving. I don't. That's about all the information I have on him. If you're going to look back at their progress, 33 sacks is a good place to start. Okay, I don't have their tackles, their TFL numbers, but that matters a lot too. So I don't know, like, their quarterback rush numbers. I don't have any of that. Their total sack yardage was 196. So 33 sacks for almost 200 yards lost. That's not too bad. That's not too shabby. I think so. I think it's a good. Ty was coached by Mike Adams at Farmington. I remember when he went to Farmington. Yeah, because before him it was Coach Law, right, at Farmington High. I remember that. Napier turned MSU down, apparently. Yep, saw that. That's almost 3 sacks a game. That's pretty impressive. Even though it was the SEC East, it's still the SEC. I mean, Mississippi State will have a hard time making a hire. Why fire after a bowl? It could be worse. Remember when they fired Petrino? It was spring. You couldn't ask for a worse time to terminate somebody, a head coach. But man. Let's see. What's your opinion on DJ going to Ole Miss? Very controversial there. Very controversial, I hear. I don't know. Ole Miss has proven they don't really give a damn. They're going to hire whoever. They don't care. Look, that's college football. If they weren't going to hire him, someone else was. And you can make the same argument, even though we've kind of debunked the stuff about Briles. I'm sure their fans are saying the same thing about us bringing Briles here. What's Miss going to do? Bad timing. Mississippi State, yeah, I don't know. That is bad timing. And the question is, you're going to have to make a run at somebody. And I don't know what that means as far as the contract and everything with that guy. Let's see, Mississippi State will have a hard time making a hire. North Texas. It was North Texas. That's right, before Kentucky. Yeah. Seems Napier took an extension, but SEC calls, you answer most of the time. That is typically true. It is. Yeah, look, if we're talking about this defensive line coach, if you look at the market, I don't know who's better. When you make these kind of hires with position coaches, sometimes you hire these guys, you have no idea what the hell they could do and what they're capable of doing until they get here, until they start to truly evaluate and develop the talent on campus, and that takes a little while, right? He was only at Kentucky for a couple of years, and it looks like they got things turned around, but how much of that was on him? How much of that was on strength and conditioning, defensive? Of course, we know how I mean, they've got a coach that puts an emphasis on defense over there. So I don't know, but that's not bad. 33 sacks is not bad at all. What was the other thing we were going to talk about really quick? We got the OVs out of the way. We talked about the safety commit. What are we at? 40 minutes? Laugh out loud. No one has ever accused MSU of being smart. Does Sam Pittman have all of his coaching staff hired? If not, who's left? So you've got strength conditioning coach. Did they get their secondary coach? Am I crazy, or is that still something they need to fill? Why do I feel like they didn't hire they've got the tight end coach officially signed, did he not? I think he signed. I think the running back coach, maybe I'm wrong. Someone else is going to have to help me out. They're going to have to bail me out. Logan, hey, chop, chop. Give me those numbers. We'll wait on Logan, a.k.a. Google on my phone. Depending on who takes the Mississippi State job, SEC football next year could be interesting for us. Well, you're still going to have Auburn's still going to be Auburn, right? LSU's going to be LSU. Texas A&M will probably still beat Arkansas, even though they're paying a coach a 12-0 contract, but he's getting them 7-5 every year. These schools are still going to be what you'd expect. It's not like Mississippi State was great either, by the way. Their coaching legend took the job down in Florida, so Elite Eight next year. I don't know what you're talking about, Razorback. You're talking about so if basketball, we'll see. State had tons of off the field problems. Yeah, but they're still, and they did. They had their own set of issues over there. But I'm telling you, they're on a steep decline. Their guy left, and once he left, they're in a lot of trouble. It's hard to maintain a level of success at Mississippi. At schools like Mississippi State, at Ole Miss, and even Arkansas. Houston was able to keep you above water and did really well here. Obviously, the more you look at it, you start to think maybe he outdid himself here because it seems like ever since it's just been a struggle outside the 2 great years you got from Petrino. One more on defense, okay, plus running back and strength. Okay, all right, so I was right. I was close. Thanks, Mark. Mark's there to bail me out. That's really Logan. Mark Douglas is secretly my studio producer, Logan. Hey, man, use hairspray like my dad did. I can't, dude. My hair is wild. I've got the Bernie Sanders thing going on, Todd. But thanks for checking out my hair. I appreciate that. Dude, they trashed Gus and Chad. They aren't happy. I heard Monty Kiffin was coming out of retirement to coach defense for his little boy. Don't think that happens. Yeah, Elite Eight in basketball if Mason stays. I don't know. Those projections, when you start going out that far on projections, I don't know. Like, we've got a long ways to go, I think. Todd, this is usually the common theme. And Todd, thank you. I appreciate it. I do appreciate the compliment. But someone will come in and they'll say something about the beard or the hair or the I don't know, the eyeballs, the ears, something. And then they'll go, but great show, though. It's like the I don't know. Houston to MSU. Ty said it. Yeah, Monty Kiffin. If Monty Kiffin was great back in the day, now he's just 80 years old. How bad do we beat A&M's asses tomorrow? That is the question. What is the line, by the way? Do we know, or what are the odds? I thought I had that pulled up. Apparently I do not. Shame on you. They should be favored by 50. I don't know. A&M's terrible. They're terrible. Let's pull that up really quick. I thought I had it pulled up. I swear I did. Because I wanted to talk about that matchup really quick. Yeah, A&M. So this was a week ago. It was 80% or something. Now it's, according to the ESPN Basketball Power Index, Arkansas is favored at 94%. A&M 6-5. Look, Arkansas should be favored by that amount, but they are riding a win streak. Texas A&M's coming in with a 3-game win streak. AMCC, they beat Oregon State, who at the time Oregon State was 9-2. Texas A&M might be getting salty. They might be heating up. I don't know. Arkansas should be favored. It's at home and it's inside of Bud Walton, but Texas A&M might actually be pretty salty. So, I don't know. Arkansas, again, they're favored 94%. A&M's riding a win streak. They're 6-5 right now in conference play. They've got at least a decent victory on their roster, but yeah, Arkansas should be favored. Joe Lenardi had we had that up earlier. Where did he put them? The 9 seed, I think, or 8 seed? So, yeah. It's always fascinating to me what people will bitch about, too, on our Facebook page. We posted that, and we had this guy come on our page and just bitch. If we post anything about football, we're negative. If we talk about Arkansas football there, if we say something like, oh, well, Arkansas lost to Missouri, you're too negative. Oh, well, shit, I'm sorry. And then you post something about basketball, something positive, something to give the people to be excited about. Why do y'all post this so early in the season? Shut the hell up. What are people that miserable that they feel like everyone else around them has to be as miserable? Idiots can't make anybody happy. And then I talked about this already, but for those of you who missed, I'll say it again. We posted a Big 12 They're terrible. Big 12 is a garbage football conference, okay? And we posted, or I'll take full credit because it was me for all the hate that we've already caught over there for posting that. We posted they're 1-5. Like the Big 12 is terrible. They're 1-5 in bowl games or whatever. They've won one bowl game. And the caption above it says, Big 12 football, catch the fever. And that triggered people. Arkansas should worry about themselves or whatever the hell. Like, guys, Arkansas could be terrible, which they are, and the Big 12 still be also terrible as a football conference. They're terrible. Like, why do we continue to let OU into the playoffs? What's their playoff record? They're terrible. Well, conference-wise, they're terrible. They don't play anybody, Paul. They're so bad. I feel like Paul Feinbaum. I'm shitting on another conference. It's the truth. The ACC regular season, look at Clemson's schedule. I think they played one ranked opponent. Now, to be fair, they absolutely took a poop on everyone they played. But you just can't make everybody happy, but it's always so fun to trigger people, too. That's the other side of it. Oh, Sarah says dinner's ready. There's my wife. There she is. Sarah, I'm going to put you in timeout. I'm going to put my wife in timeout. Oh, she's in timeout. That just happened. It's okay. Some of you friends I know may never speak to me after I give them stuff after that ass whooping. Yeah. I'm going to be in trouble. I will be sleeping on the couch tonight. Hopefully I'm alive for the next live show. Some people are only happy about when you're bitching and complaining. I know. So far, every team to beat Oklahoma in the playoffs went on to lose the national. Is that true? Is that real? I feel like LSU's gonna end that. Yeah, they're good. But even the ACC won 4 bowl games. They did. They won their bowl games. Congratulations. But their regular season, they were trash. Okay, outside of Clemson, that conference was terrible. That grind was awful. Nothing like the SEC. But even comparing the two, the SEC is not the same as it once was. I argue that Petrino, those last 4 years, when we had Petrino here, the SEC was, we'd never seen that. Now, they've taken some steps back, kind of gone back and forth a little bit since then, but, yeah. He said poop. I sure did. Preach it. Big 12 sucks. They do. Listen, and I know we're going to get some OU fan coming through here in a minute or some Big 12 Texas douchebag. Oh, he said it. We're going to get one of them come through. And they're not all bad people. Okay, Texas fans are, but and A&M fans, they're also pretty bad. But they're going to come in. Arkansas. So, yeah, Arkansas's terrible. We know that. We can laugh about it. Okay, they're so bad. We hope they can get things turned around under Sam Pittman. Maybe not. Meanwhile, our baseball program kicks everybody's asses, and our basketball team looks like they might be back. We've got something to be happy about. Don't worry, football doesn't completely destroy us. Okay, but your football conference in the Big 12 and the ACC, these two conferences are shit. They're terrible. They're bad. Your bowl record speaks for itself. And I will argue, sometimes, maybe most of the time, you look at those, you look at some of those matchups, and you see guys sitting out. Oh, that's such a bummer. You got these kids sitting out, waiting for the draft. You get injured, get a little banged up, coming out of the year, coming out of your conference game or conference championship game. I get that. But put those games under a microscope. They're not good. Bowl games aren't the indicator necessarily of how good or bad you are. It's the grind. It's the week-to-week grind. And you can't tell me that there's anything in the Big 12 that just screams, look at that grind, it's so hard. Pfft. Get out. Not my chair, not my problem. I better get off here, though. My wife really is probably getting pissed. Tennessee pulled that bowl win yesterday out of their ass. They sure did, but they won, didn't they? They beat Indiana. How great was that? All right, I put my wife in timeout. I can't believe that happened. I'm in a lot of trouble. I'm not going to lie. I'm surprised she hasn't texted me yet. Or maybe she did. Nope, she didn't. Okay. Even my Longhorns' cousin says the conference has no defense. They don't have any talent either. Besides, like Oklahoma. Oklahoma's great. They are. There's no. I think that's a great football program. But everything else there, it's just. And how is Texas as bad as they are? Really? How? Preach it, Ty. Big 12 sucks. Hope you all have a comfy couch. Drinking out of cups, ref. It is. Not my chair, not my problem. Seashells. Great show, Ty. Face looks terrible. Oh, Facebook. Okay. And my face does look terrible. It does. My hair. I didn't even comb it. Happy Flamingo Friday from Cottonwood, Arizona. Love your podcast. Thanks a lot, Tim. Yep, the latest episode of the Hog Talk podcast is provided for you guys down below. It's all fun, right? We just have fun here. Don't take this shit too serious. If you do, you probably need to get a life, all right? People on Facebook, I've said it before, that Razorback fans, SEC fans, Big 12, ACC fans, they're all on Facebook and they're all terrible. Not all Razorback fans. I'm going to be a little biased. Not all Razorback fans. Just Facebook in general is a dumpster fire. Texas was ranked 10 at the beginning of the season. What a damn joke. Ty's wife is going to take you to the woodshed. She is. So I'm going to get off here. Again, thanks a lot, guys. Remember to check out all the links down below. To the Patreon supporters, thank you guys so much. If you guys want to join the Patreon, that link is provided for you down below. If you want to toss a little tip in the old tip jar, that is provided for you, the little PayPal link. And, of course, the most important link, the Hog Talk podcast link, is also down there to catch our latest episode. So, yeah, I think that's it. We'll see you guys. Are we doing a post-game tomorrow? Do you guys think we should? After A&M? I think we should. I'm just going to jot that down as happening unless we have plans. I'll keep you up to date on social media. So, until then, woo pig, and hopefully I'll see you guys tomorrow night. Hope you enjoyed the show. And I hope if you're a Big 12 fan, you've got thick skin. Or else I just triggered you big time. Logan, shut her down.